Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss what is unfair trade practice in reference to consumer dispute. The term unfair trade practice categorically defined as any fraudulent, deceptive or dishonest trade practice or business misrepresentation of the products or services that are being sold. Such types of practices are strictly prohibited by the law. So, in this video, I will be discussing the meaning of unfair trade practice in details, as described by the Consumer Protection Act 1986. Here, I will be just enlisting the details as explained in the Act. Believe me, it is self-explanatory. However, to make it more simple and explanatory, I have added different pictorial graphics that explain the rule ideally. So, let's start with the definition of unfair trade practice. Under Section 2.1R of Consumer Protection Act 1986, unfair trade practice means a trade practice which, for the purpose of promoting the sale, use or supply of any goods or for the provision of any service, adopts any unfair method or unfair or deceptive practice. Further, to explain this definition, the Act of 1986 also includes the practice of making any statement, whether orally or in writing or by visible representation, such as falsely represents that the goods are of a particular standard, quality, quantity, grade, composition, style, or model. Next, falsely represents that the services are of a particular standard, quality, or grade. Next, falsely represents any rebuilt, second-hand, renovated, reconditioned, or old goods as new goods. Next, represents that the goods or services have sponsorship, approval, performance, characteristics, accessories, uses, or benefits which such goods or services do not have. Next, represents that the seller or the supplier has a sponsorship or approval or affiliation which such seller or supplier doesn't have. Next, makes a false or misleading representation concerning the need for or the usefulness of any goods or services. Next, gives to the public any warranty or guarantee of the performance, efficacy, or length of life of a product or any goods that is not based on an adequate or proper test thereof. However, the point that needs to be noted here is, provided that where a defense is raised to the effect that such warranty or guarantee is based on adequate or proper test, the burden of proof of such defense shall lie on the person raising such defense. Next, makes to the public a representation in a form that purports to be a warranty or guarantee of a product or of any goods or services, or a promise to replace, maintain, or repair an article or any part thereof, or to repeat or continue a service until it has achieved a specified result. If such purported warranty or guarantee or promise is materially misleading, or if there is no reasonable prospect that such warranty, guarantee, or promise will be carried out. Next, materially misleads the public concerning the price at which a product or like products or goods or services have been or are ordinarily sold or provided, and For this purpose, a representation as to price shall be deemed to refer to the price at which the product or goods or services has or have been sold by sellers or provided by suppliers, generally in the relevant market, unless it is clearly specified to be the price at which the product has been sold or services have been provided by the person by whom or on whose behalf the representation is made. Next, gives false or misleading facts. Disparaging the goods, services, or trade of another person. It means expressed on an article offered or displayed for sale or on its wrapper or container, or expressed on anything attached to, inserted in, or accompanying, attached to, inserted in, or accompanying an article offered or displayed for sale, or on anything on which the article is mounted for display or sale, or contained in or on anything that is sold, sent, delivered, transmitted, or in any other manner whatsoever made available to a member of the public, shall be deemed to be a statement made to the public by and only by the person who had caused the statement to be so expressed, made, or contained. Next, permits the publication of any advertisement, whether in any newspaper or otherwise, for the sale or supply at a bargain price of goods or services that are not intended to be offered for sale or supply at the bargain price, or for a period that is, and in quantities that are reasonable, having regarded to the nature of the market in which the business is carried on, the nature and size of business, and the nature of the advertisement. Here, the bargaining price means a price that is stated in any advertisement to be a bargain price, by reference to an ordinary price or otherwise, or a price that a person who reads, hears, or sees the advertisement would reasonably understand to be a bargain price, having regarded to the prices at which the product advertised or like products are ordinarily sold. Next, permits the offering of gifts, prizes, or other items with the intention of not providing them as offered, or creating impression that something is being given or offered free of charge when it is fully or partly covered by the amount charged in the transaction as a whole. Second, the conduct of any contest, lottery, game of chance, or a skill for the purpose of promoting, directly or indirectly, the sale, use, or supply of any product or any business interest. Next, permits the sale or supply of goods intended to be used or are of a kind likely to be used by consumers, knowing or having reason to believe that the goods do not comply with the standards prescribed by competent authority relating to performance, composition, contents, design, constructions, finishing, or packaging, as are necessary to prevent or reduce the risk of injury to the person using the goods. Next, permits the hoarding or destruction of goods, or refuses to sell the goods or to make them available for sale or to provide any service. If such hoarding or destructions or refusal raises or tends to raise or is intended to raise the cost of those or other similar goods or services. It means any act of trade by trader, manufacturer or service provider done knowingly and intentionally to harm someone, to make money, or such kind of intention is illegal practice. If you caught someone doing that, you can take a legal action against him or them.